Hello, welcome back to another Crafty Camper episode. My name's Alex, and this time you join me on an adventure. I've done a bit of DIY for the past few months, and it was definitely time to get out of the camper van, get away from the desk job, and just come out and come somewhere cold. It's January, it's meant to be cold. Let's not worry about winter sun. Let's go somewhere cold. So as you can see, I'm surrounded by snow. I'm up here, and I am in Finland at the Pyhä ski resort. And it is absolutely gorgeous. Let me just spin us around and you can have a quick look at the view behind me. It is absolutely stunning. Today is Saturday. This is our 6th day here. We've had pretty much all week, and this is by far the nicest weather day that we've had. The air is completely still, the sun's shining, the views are clear, and it is absolutely stunning. So we have really enjoyed ourselves so far. I go home tomorrow, and one of the things that I haven't managed to see yet because it's been so cloudy is the aurora borealis, the northern lights. But I'm hoping this evening that the skies will stay as clear as they are, and I'll get to see that. And if I do, I'll definitely include the footage in this episode. So yeah, let me tell you a bit about this place. It is absolutely stunning. We've got Sophie and I here with some friends, friends Hannah and Paul, and Hannah's dad Martin and stepmom Gail. There's a group of 6 of us. It's lovely to come skiing as part of a group. It really makes a difference if you come with friends. Obviously, go on your own, go as a couple, but the more the merrier, I find. Even though I'm a bit of an introvert at heart, actually, sometimes group activities can be a lot more fun. So we've got Sophie and I have got this lovely apartment, and it's a little self-catering apartment here at the Pyhä ski resort, and it's been brilliant. We've got a really nice view of the slope. We're in the end building, so we can see people skiing past on the family slope, which is really good fun. And then there's various places to eat here, as there would be in any resort. So right at the top of the mountain is their little cafe, and that's a really good place to go and have a bit of a warm up, because sometimes it can get really cold here. It can be down into the -30s at the most extreme. Anywhere, right now it's probably unseasonably warm. It's kind of -2, -4. Sometimes it's +2 at the bottom, which it really should be a lot colder than it is. The last time we were here 5 years ago, it was showing us -25. So up in the Arctic Circle, which is where this is, in Lapland, it can get really cold. So if you do come here, and I thoroughly recommend that you do, make sure you bring enough clothes and the right sort of gear to come and ski, or any of the other activities. There's not just skiing that you've got to do. There's cross-country skiing if you want to have a go at that. Husky sledding, sleds pulled by reindeers, snowmobile tours, snowshoeing. There's so many winter activities. So if like you're one half of a partnership that doesn't ski, there's plenty to do here. So Sophie, she doesn't really ski. She doesn't really like it. She tried. She really didn't get on with it. So she's a big walker. So she's gone snowshoeing a couple of days. She actually walks herself up to the mountain and joins us for a waffle at the top. So that's where I was going. The cafe at the top does amazing waffles. It's great to go and warm up. If you've done a couple of runs and you're a bit cold, then definitely go to the cafe, have a hot chocolate or a tea or a coffee or whatever, and try one of their waffles. Their waffles are great. Then at the bottom there's the restaurant in the hotel. There's a restaurant right at the bottom of this piece. There's also a pub. We quite like the Hatu Hippu pub, that's like just on the side of the family slope. So we've been there quite often for dinner during the week, and we really enjoy it in there. It's got a really nice atmosphere. The bar staff are great, and the prices aren't too steep, which is really nice. Sometimes you can come to a ski resort and you end up paying like 30 quid for fish and chips or burger and chips. But this is all it's like London prices basically all over the country. So it's really, really lovely. And if you don't know, obviously up in the Arctic Circle, during the winter, the daylight hours are very short. So, it's kind of about midday right now. The sun is literally just above the horizon. And it'll probably set about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which means there's a lot of darkness. But all of the pieces here are floodlit by street lamps, which is really amazing. It's such a different sensation to ski in the dark by street lighting. It's kind kind of incredible. But it also means that you can go out at about 8 o'clock in the evening, and if you've got a clear sky, you can get some really good stargazing in, and it's really magical to go out and have a walk around. The peace bashes are out, but it kind of gives a weird sort of howling noise to the mountain as the turbo diesels are working their way around. But it gives a weird sensation, but it is really, really stunning. It's a beautiful place to have a walk around. There's an ice climbing wall here, which is another activity you can do, but that's lit up, I think, for the majority of the night. So actually to kind of come across this weird sort of glow from this ice wall as you're walking along one of the tracks is kind of magical as well. So it is certainly an incredible place. And one of the really lovely things that I love about this resort is it's really not very busy. You can literally, so today's Saturday. I think this is going to be the busiest day because obviously the locals aren't at work and they come to do some skiing. But you can basically ski down a piste. You're pretty much the only person on it the majority of the time. And you get down to the bottom and you just go straight onto the ski lift. There's no queuing, there's no hassle, there's no barging around like you can get in some of the bigger resorts in Europe and in America. It feels like this place is a really well kept secret, but advertised. It's not a secret. It's a really lovely place to come and enjoy some time away. So if you do enjoy skiing, there's sort of about 8 or 9 routes here, so there's not a lot of lots of different routes to do, but if you enjoy a bit of off-piste, you can go between them. So it's not the biggest resort in the world, but it is certainly one of the most beautiful places I've been in the world so far. I won't say ever, but so far. And you might be able to see if I spin the camera behind us that actually the landscape is pretty flat. They don't really have much in the way of hills here up in the very north. There's one more. The next sort of biggest hill is over that direction and over there, and that's actually the sister resort to this place, Lusto. So yeah, it's a pretty incredible place to come for a winter break. One of the other things I did while I was here was I did some ski school. I did three days of ski school, and the instructors have been fantastic. They are so knowledgeable as you'd expect your instructor to be, and they've got a fantastic grasp of English. So both Jana and Essa, I had Jana for 2 days and Essa for the 3rd day, and they're both amazing, as in a good group of other people of a similar skill level, and we really enjoyed ourselves. So big shout out to Tom, Tommy and Aura. If you're watching, it's been a really lovely experience to do ski school with you all. And brush up on my skills. Having not skied for 5 years, it's really nice to get some good pointers on how to do it. So if you are skiing around on the mountain, there are various like warm-up huts for when it does get really cold. So there's like little wooden shelters with fires in, and the staff here at the resort, they keep the fires going. There's logs provided so that if you do get there and it's a bit low, you just throw down a log on and just keep it going. So yeah, you're never too far away from some warmth if you are walking around as well as skiing. So it's really nice. But yeah, the sun's just started to go behind a cloud now, so I am starting to go a bit dark. So I think what I'll do is I'll leave you with a bit of skiing footage. This is shot with my 360-degree camera, and it really shows off the place, I think, and you get a good feel for what it's like to ski here. So I hope you've enjoyed having a look at this little adventure that I've been having here up in the Arctic Circle at the Pyhä ski resort. If you have enjoyed this, please do leave me a thumbs up. And if you've had any experiences like this, of your own skiing, if you've been up here into the Arctic Circle, or maybe one of the other resorts, maybe in Norway, Sweden, Finland, anything like that, please do let me know about your experience. I'd love to hear it and see if it's been the same as mine. If you've got any more recommendations of where to go skiing, I'd love to know, because I'd like to go next year. We're thinking about coming back to here, but if you've got a really good recommendation, then please do let me know. As always, please do like and subscribe to the video, and you'll see me next time when I'll be back working on the van. Goodbye.